Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing this one for Dragon Turtle because he asked for it. This is pretty much going to be showing how to make a race car in Real Drift, but this is going to be a video on the tune I have for the R34. Let's get into it. So I have this fully upgraded, but you usually want to keep the power range around 1000 to maybe 1500 depending on the car. You can have it lower, but this is just a really fun range to play with because it's fast. So this is fully upgraded, stage 10 engine, stage 5 turbo, stage 10 firmware, stage 10 exhaust, stage 10 intake. So let's get into handling. The handling is the most important part. Weight reduction, I always have all of my cars around 2300 pounds, just because I keep everything around the same setup because I'm used to that setup. I pretty much copy off of the S15, my priceless car, my prized possession. So weight distribution, I have perfect 50-50. Ride height, I have stage 10. Camera angle, negative 3.8 in the front, negative 1.5 in the rear. Steering angle, all of my cars always have it on max. And slick tires, you gotta have them slick tires. They are great for grip. Transmission, shift speed, always have my cars at stage 10. Gear ratios, you can go ahead, take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do. Here are the gear ratios. I'll sit here for a little bit. Alright, now that you have the gear ratios, let's get into the settings. The settings are very important. Difficulty, I always have my difficulty up for this because it actually makes it feel more realistic and fun. I'm going to lower that for when I go to drive. Oh, not that low. Steering sensitivity, I always keep in the middle because too high or too low, it really, it doesn't give the full. Too high, it spins out too easily, it's harder to turn. Too low, it takes too much to try to turn. I would recommend you use throttle slider because it helps with metering your gas, because it is very important with this because you kind of don't want to just go full throttle everywhere you go. You can use gyroscope. I actually use it sometimes, and it actually is fun. It makes it feel even more realistic. And you need to have steer assist on. You have to have it on. If you don't have it on, it's not going to be that fun. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go to ESU East because that's my favorite track on here. Go free ride. So I'll show you. So basically, you're kind of going, you'll see, oh, my bad. So metering your throttle is very important because at a time like you're this turn, you don't want to be full throttle or else, that'll happen. So, and you don't want to always be full throttle because remember, you have 1500 horsepower. Even on these slicks, you're drifting. You can drift with this thing. Alright. That was me just full throttling it. So basically, you kind of have to meter your turning too, and if you know anything about racing, you kind of got to hit the apex, which is, the very inside of the turn. So you just sit like this, and you'll learn it. It takes practice for sure, knowing the speeds at which you can go, and it's actually the same speeds for kind of all cars. So if you can hit a turn at 60 and 60 is the max, it's the same for all cars if you run with slick tires and steer assist. So then you can kind of go through here, and then when you get to a nice point, you can hit full throttle. You gotta learn your braking. Your braking is important because if you brake too late, you'll be hitting a wall. If you brake too early, you'll just have a slower time. I mean, you'll have a slower time either way. Like I said, it takes a lot of practice. It took me a while to get used to it, but it feels really good when you do. And I always run first person just because it makes it feel better, and it actually helps improve my racing. Now, you can do third person, but in all opinions, it doesn't look as cool. It looks cooler when you're that first person, you're immersed in it. You get the feel of the road just by looking at it. So we're going to go ahead and complete this lap. Metering my brakes, my throttle. Boy. Now, like I said, it takes a lot of practice because it takes a lot to get used to. Alright. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like to, I upload plenty of Real Drift content on my channel. You can go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I upload a video every day. If you have seen my videos on my series, the Drifting Every Track on Real Drift series, I will be uploading a new one soon, which stay tuned. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.